Well, it's like I said as well. I mean, you've got to understand that the battle of Armageddon, I believe that the battle of Armageddon that everybody's been waiting for, they were waiting for this big military confrontation and 7 horses to come riding out of the sky or something. I mean, they've got to understand that this battle of Armageddon is simply a battle between good and bad. It's a battle between positive and negative energy, light and dark, whatever you want to call it. But it's going on right now. It's going on in the higher realms. It's a battle of consciousness. We are all participants in this battle, and we're participating through our free will and the choices that we make. And when we support a corrupt corporation by buying its food, we are agreeing with everything that corporation does. We're agreeing with the deforestation of another country or the arms manufacturing that corporation might be into, or whatever. All of these things, we are supporting that, and we are agreeing that to do that. And people need to understand that. This is what non-compliance is all about. We don't need to have the system break down. We just need to stop complying with these corrupt corporations, because this whole thing is a battle of energy. The whole thing that's going on, this is what the Battle of Armageddon is. And we're on the choice now. We're on the very brink. We can go one way or the other, depending on which reality we choose to create. But we're about to lose our humanity. We're about to lose the last vestige of our humanity. They've got everybody on all these vaccinations. They've got everyone on food toxins. They've got everyone dumbed down with fluoride and subject to aerial spraying and all of the electromagnetic stuff they're doing. They've got us in a state where we cannot function properly as human beings anymore. And pretty soon they're going to say, well, look, you need this stuff to improve you. You know, you need to have a brain implant, or you need to have a SCART plug on your neck so you can plug into the computer, or whatever. You know, and this is going to improve you. It's going to enhance you. All right? But all of these things, all they do is they're giving us powers that we already have that they've taken away from us. We've already got these powers. This is what Christ tried to tell people. This is what enlightenment is knowing how to pray, how to talk to the Creator, how to create your reality. This is what it's all about. And we can all do this. Every single one of us, we can do this. And this is what they're trying to lead us away from. You understand that? When you take something away from somebody that they've already got, when you try to give it back to them, it looks very attractive.
So true. Let's take a short break, and we'll pick up right there. Hey now, we have a guest. It is Max Egan from Queensland, and he has a brand new film. It's called The Awakening Divine Connections. Now, you can check out his website at thecrowhouse.com or any of his films on YouTube. And everything on Max's site is free. I have tried to persuade him otherwise, but he will not give in, and I really respect that. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on this show. Max is also a very accomplished and professional musician and a terrific artist. If you go to thecrowhouse.com, you ought to take a little bit of time and visit the artwork. It is really marvelous. So, Max, we were talking about, or you were, about the energy, and that is where everything lies. That's the grand secret that they have, is that they manipulate the world population to manifest energy in a direction that they want reality to go. How do we break free from that and from their grip on us and change it?
Well, it's just to focus on the right energy. The idea is to understand that there really is only one consciousness. There's only one consciousness. There is no division amongst people. If you can put yourself in that state and realize your connection to everybody and everything, it becomes quite easy. And I use, as I've often mentioned, when the feeling you get when you're giving a gift, just whatever you can get, whatever feeling, however you get that feeling that you get, whatever works for each person personally. I mean, it's obviously a personal thing. Just put yourself in that state and channel that energy to others. Realize that your heart is literally an electromagnetic generator. You can generate these frequencies. You can replenish the supply around you. I do it like I get in a meditative state sometimes, and I sit here and I just feel my connection. I can feel my connection to everybody and everything on Earth and the entire Earth and everything in creation. Sometimes you can feel it. And you can feel all the pain, all the love, all the tension. You can feel everything all in one moment. And you just love it. Just love it all. Put out that energy of love. It really is not that hard to do, and it has a wonderful effect on the world. It's such a powerful energy. It really is. And if you can understand that, I want to talk about this in the new film, that everything that exists in this reality is wholly different frequencies of energy. That's everything. It's just different frequencies of energy. You and I and the person down the street, we're all just different frequencies of this same energy, of this same consciousness. And the expression of every frequency that exists as every person in this reality, every consciousness in this reality, every conscious person in this reality, right? The Creator is consciousness, and every person, every soul in projection in this reality is an expression of that consciousness. And this consciousness throughout all of creation is universally the same. It's the same consciousness. And that is Christ consciousness. It's pure Christ consciousness. That's what we all are. A lot of people just don't realize it. People just have to understand that Christ consciousness is the key. And this is, like I say, this is coming from a non-religious person. But if you can look at Christ beyond the religious context and look at Christ and look at what he had to say. And there have probably been other teachers as well that have said this, but he said it best. But that is the key. Christ consciousness is the key. And once you can get that understanding, and you can put yourself in that energetic state very easily, you really, really can do it, because, as I've often said again, you can't unknow this information. Once you know it, once you look within yourself and you find it there, you cannot unknow the information. It's just something that is. It's not like it's debatable or anything. It's not anything you have to discuss with yourself. It just is. That's the way it is. And once you know that, it's hard to not be in that state, because that's what it's all about. This is, it's so hard to explain to people, but that is basically what it's all about. It's the Christ consciousness. Put yourself in that state. Understand that it has nothing to do with institutionalized religion. It's all about finding the Christ consciousness that lies within you, because ultimately that's all there is. That's what the energy is. That's what the consciousness that makes up this reality is. It's pure love. That's the only energy that really exists. And we use that energy to create either positive or negative out of it. But ultimately, there's just that one energy, and that is consciousness. And we are expressions of that consciousness.
Yes.